The Orioles are close to getting two key starting pitchers back up at the major league level. How important is this for 2026? It's very important. Hello, everybody. I'm Jon Leiberman. This is Orioles Digest. The Orioles are raising ticket prices, which means they better raise their game. We have a lot to get to during this edition. We have Kyle Bradish at AAA. We have Tyler Wells at AAA. We're going to talk about how important those two guys are and how important it is for us to see something out of them at the big league level for the rest of this year to try and set the table for 2026 to, of course, go along with how dominant Trevor Rogers has been. We will talk about that as well. And Samuel Basallo and Dylan Beavers continue to absolutely rake. We're going to show you some highlights and talk about that as well. Again, this is Orioles Digest. I'm Jon Leiberman. Please do all the things like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. We know this guy, Trevor Rogers, has been absolutely amazing. We're going to get to Dylan Beavers in a bit. This man, Kyle Bradish, is going to be extremely important. He makes another start Friday at AAA. His first start, yes, we know that his first start at AAA was not very good. He did, though, throw 57 pitches, which was nice. He did also allow 7 runs, 5 earned on 6 hits, with 3 Ks and a walk over 3 innings. So, look, it wasn't a good first outing at AAA, but the good news is 57 pitches at AAA, and now he has another start again Friday against or at AAA rather. And if you really look at the numbers and you want to see just how important this guy is, this is a list of the most valuable seasons by winning above replacement from Bird starters since 2017, and Bradish is at the top. 4.8 in 2023, followed by John Means twice, both in 2019 and in 2021. Corbin Burns, of course, last year with 3.5 wins above replacement. And then Trevor this year, 3.4. Keeping in mind, Trevor Rogers has only started 10 games this season. So that is pretty fascinating. That and this is why it's so vital that we see Kyle Bradish at the big league level, hopefully getting somewhat near what we know he can do. This is a very bad image of Tyler Wells, so instead we are going to get to Tyler Wells' stats in his last start at AAA. 2 1/3, 3 hits, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, and we have some tape of Tyler Wells as well, but this was a good look for his first AAA outing, and let us take a look at Wellsy. Call it up for you right here. This is Tyler Wells, first AAA. Ooh, looks pretty good right there with the strikeout. Again, 4 Ks in 2 1/3. Tyler Wells at AAA, Kyle Bradish at AAA. Both should be up with the Birds by late August, so we'll be able to see them hopefully through September, get a few starts at least each, and then see where we're at. But if those two start to look good at the big league level, you have Trevor Rogers dominating as well. Now you're talking about a rotation. You package up some prospects over the offseason and you pick up another top-of-the-line guy. You hope that Grayson's surgery goes well and that Grayson slots in to the rotation for 2026. You have Dean Kramer, and now you're talking about a pretty formidable rotation. Again, there's a lot of ifs there, but a pretty formidable rotation. One thing we know for certain, absolutely for certain, is Samuel Basallo is for real. Look at that. Another just absolute bomb. I mean, that's so good. I want to see it again. It's just this guy can just simply rake the baseball. His OPS is over 1,000. Say that again. His OPS is over 1,000. And a look at the numbers tell us the 20-year-old top prospect, I just mentioned his OPS, 23 home runs in 71 games. 23 dingers in 71 games. We will see him up in the big leagues. He, too, you're probably looking at late-ish August or early September, but he could be a true difference maker for the Birds 100%. And speaking of difference makers, Dylan Beavers, the Birds' number 3 prospect, he, too, just continues to rake. He just recorded his second straight 2-homer game. He was 2 for 4, 2 ribbies, 3 runs scored. He's only 23. He's now hitting .310 with 18 home runs, a .962 OPS in 86 games down at AAA. And so, again, you start to have a little bit of hope. You know, if you get 2 of your key starters back, again, you can start to have a little bit of hope. So, what does it actually mean for the rest of this season? Well, it means we're probably going to continue to see Trevor Rogers dominate, at least we hope so. And if he does, that is a great sign going into 2026. We're going to see Samuel Basallo up at the bigs, see what he can do. I know Mansolino and company and Elias still want him to work on his calling of games and things like that, but you bring him up, you let him DH a little bit, you let him catch a little bit in games that essentially don't mean anything for the Birds, and it's a good time. Dylan Beavers, same thing. You bring him up, you give him some big league at-bats. Now you have a guy like Kobe Mayo, too, who's settling in at the big league level, which is a great thing to see. And again, you hope that you get some of these guys, some of these starting pitchers back. Zach as well. You hope that Zach Eflin, now look, Zach Eflin, who you're looking at on the screen, who is currently injured, and, you know, look, the Orioles will most likely not sign Zach Eflin in the offseason, but you never know. We have to see how he looks when he comes back as well. But one thing is for certain, the Birds picked up so many prospects at the deadline that they can and will be able to put a nice package together to hopefully get a frontline starter and a middle-of-the-lineup bat and some bullpen arms for the Birds to have a good 2026. I'm Jon Leiberman. This is Orioles Digest.